and the days that I keep my gratitude higher than my expectations. Well, I have really good days.
Good morning, everybody. How are you doing this fine Sunday morning? I'm doing wonderful here. It's a great day to be alive. Now, I woke up early in the morning and the weather's perfect right now. It's supposed to get up close to 100 degrees today in autumn. But, the temperature was so nice this morning, and I was going to start this video several hours ago, but my allergy medicine hadn't kicked in yet, and I was really talking out of my nose. Couldn't hardly breathe. I live in the capital of allergies, which is really nice and which is great because I have a really bad allergy. Ugh. So yesterday was my birthday, so real quick, we'll throw in part of the birthday song just to get this thing going. I got 3 quick stories I'm going to cover with you, and then I'm going to cut out because I'm going to go get the car detailed to knock this 10,000 mile road trip off and out of the car.
It's your birthday today. Woo-hoo! What does that mean? I guess I'll try to explain that many years ago on this day, it was the first time your parents saw your beautiful face.
Oh, such a cute little baby.
And 9 months before that magical day, your dad probably took your mom out on a date, and they were having a good time. They were dancing and drinking wine.
We're gonna live forever!
And when they got home, they were horny as hell, and your dad threw your mom down on the bed, and he tore her panties off, and his wee-wee was hard as a rock.
I'm so horny.
And at this point, your mom wanted to give your dad head, but your dad also wanted to give your mom head, so they formed a 69.
Sit on my face.
And your mom came at least 3 times. And then your dad was so excited to get inside your mom that he forgot to put a condom on, and when he realized his mistake, he had ejaculated and it was too late.
You're not on the pill, are you?
And then your mom got pregnant and your dad started crying. He wanted your mom to get an abortion,
Please.
but your mom really wanted a child.
Damn it.
And 9 months later you were born, and 5 months later your parents got a divorce.
Okay, first story. Robinhood traders, including Bitcoin holders, left in the lurch following theft report. So it appears that a handful of users on Robinhood got hit. Now, I didn't know this, but I guess I did. You can buy Bitcoin and Ethereum on Robinhood, but you can't trade it off of it because of a license that they hold, or a license that they don't hold yet. A handful of them got hit, and since these cryptos can't be transferred off, but they can be sold, it basically looks like everything that was on the accounts was sold and then removed. It appears that the bad guys targeted email accounts. So if you come over to my videos, about a month ago, I did an episode on how not to do 2-factor authentication. And in that we talk about emails. Emails are the most, not one of the most unsecure way to secure your 2-factor authentication. And that appears to be what the deal is here. It appears that they attack these accounts via their email. Now basically, and again, some of you guys probably have a better understanding of how they do this than I do, but what they do is they hack your email and they use one of those keystroke duplicators or whatever, but they find out what you're typing in, then they've got your password. And that appears to be how these guys were attacked here. Now in this video, one of the Chico Army members posted in the comments of this one which one he thought was the most secure, and I am going to do a video on that coming up. However, make sure that you're doing two-factor authentication. Just make sure that you are. Don't be the guy that gets hit with one of these. On that topic, and it came up in the Telegram chat this morning about which platform do I use for staking. Guys, not your key, not your Bitcoin, not your key, not your Ethereum, not your key, not your whatever coin. Do not ever leave your funds on a centralized exchange to stake it. And I don't care if the rewards are 4 times what you're getting. Staking it through normal means. Do not leave your funds on a centralized exchange. We just had this KuCoin hack. It barely affected the market. What was it, $150 million? And people didn't even flinch. Do not leave your funds on a centralized exchange. You're just asking for trouble. Second story. Now this one happened actually at the end of September. However, I don't think that I saw it covered anywhere. Coinbase basically told their employees to drop the activism or get the heck out. Oh God, what a breath of fresh air. After all of the knee bending and political hopscotch has been being played, to me, and seeing all these companies that have bent the knee to BLM or whatever movement, I thought this was a breath of fresh air. Hey, you know what? You want to save the humanities? Great. Do it on your own time. Not only do I not see anything wrong with that, I absolutely love it. I think it's incredible. I think it's wonderful. And I think we ought to see more companies doing that. But that's just me. Here is the update on the road to monetization. We've had some big jumps. Now again, I just took a month off, and even then, I'm still happy with the growth that we've got. We had about a jump in 30 subscribers yesterday. Thank you to Chico Crypto. Thank you, Tyler. And we've had a pretty good jump on watched hours. I appreciate everybody's help in that. Hey, if you get the chance and you're not doing anything, go find a video that doesn't have a whole lot of views, that's longer. And do me a favor, man, just click it and open it, mute it, and minimize it, and do whatever you got to do. But if you could help me with this part right here, I'd really appreciate it very, very much. And then finally, the last story. 3 days ago, I did this video right here, Election Year Politics Dumps the Market. And I mentioned in this particular video right here about how the politics of the whole thing stinks to high heaven, and how I thought that the president sending out that tweet was a master move, the whole art of the deal in action. Because the next day, basically what happened here, talks had stalled, they weren't moving. The president came out with a tweet that said, hey, you know what, talks are off. Talks were already off. They weren't moving at all. The following morning, the president sent out another tweet to the Speaker of the House saying, hey, send me a clean bill, take all that bull crap off of it, and I talk about what the bull crap that's on it in this video, but send me a clean bill, I'll sign it, let's get the money to these poor U.S. citizens who really need the funds, quit playing politics, and let's get this thing done. That was when the markets took off the next day, and it was a genius move. There's a whole lot of people going, oh, the man's lost his mind, he's gone crazy. No, it's the art of the deal. He walked away from the table, and the reason that was a smart move was because he took the political bullseye off of him, and he put it back on the Democratic House of Representatives. It was freaking genius. Hey, I want to help the American people. I want to send them $1,200 per person. Nancy, don't you want to help the American people? Send me a clean bill. Let's take care of that, and then we can talk about the other stuff a little bit down the road. But let's quit playing politics and get money to the people. It was a brilliant move. It was a brilliant move because the next morning when that tweet came out, the market got optimistic, the market shot up. But more importantly, now, if it doesn't go through, he has shifted the blame over to the Democratic House. That was an incredibly smart move. Incredibly smart move. Like him or not, doesn't matter. You see how we can disagree on politics without getting into a fight? But whether you like the man or not, that doesn't matter. You have to respect that move. It was freaking genius. Now, for those that will respond with, oh, no, you're crazy. The man's lost his mind. He can't think from 1 minute to the next. Let me show you this from the debate the other night. Because I absolutely, totally missed it. Somebody brought it to my attention, and I went, really? And I went back and watched it, this segment, and I went, wow. You can say the man is rude, you can say he's boisterous, you can say he's this, you can say he's that, but you can't say that the man has lost touch with reality. Because in the middle of when well, you know what? Here, let me just show you the clip.
Manufacturing went in a hole.
Excuse me, Chris. Wait.
Number two.
Chris.
Number three.
They said it would take. No, you were number two.
No.
Chris. They said.
There, you see that? In the middle of arguing with Biden, in the middle of arguing with the moderator, Chris Wallace, and talking, he catches Joe not being able to count to three. And I don't know how I missed that in the regular debate, but oh my God.
Excuse
number
me,
one.
Chris. Wait.
Number two.
Chris.
Number three.
They said it would take. No, you were number two.
No.
You cannot say that the man's mind is slipping. You just can't. Again, you may not like him, you may not vote for him, and again, that is absolutely fine. You can't say that his mind is only running on 6 cylinders. You can't say that. That just absolutely cracked me up. I've gotten a lot of tweets, I've gotten a lot of private messages asking me, how on earth can you vote for this man? And, well, it's real simple. Let's put everything else aside. Let's put everything else aside. This is a crypto channel at heart, so let's keep it crypto, okay? This is the night that he won the election. Not the night that he took office, but the night that he won the election. And here's where we are today. Even with the big COVID dump, look at this. It's still at its lowest point. It's still higher than the highest point before he took office. And since cryptocurrencies generally follow the traditional market, because the two are still joined at the hip, from a crypto standpoint, that's why I, personally, you vote for whoever you think is going to be best for you, but that's why I am for the people that sent me the PMs, and some of them not so nice. And if you want to have an open debate, conversation like grown-up people, hey, hit me up on Twitter. And let's just keep conversations in a grown-up category if we could. I'll put that down in the description. Now, for anybody who might be saying or thinking, oh, well, good, we need the markets to crash because then it's going to make my Bitcoin worth more, my cryptocurrency is worth more. We need to sever that cord from the real market. Guys, there's something wrong in your head. We do not buy insurance so that we can cash out on misfortunes. We get insurance in case an emergency happens. And if your train of thought is, yeah, we need this market to crash because it'll make what I'm holding worth more, man, you need to back up and add a little humanity to that recipe because something's not right. Something ain't clicking on all cylinders for you. No offense. Just saying it the way it is, my brothers.
You just bet against the American economy.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Which means, if we're right, people lose homes, people lose jobs, people lose retirement savings, people lose pensions. You know what I hate about fucking banking? It reduces people to numbers. Here's a number. Every 1% unemployment goes up, 40,000 people die. Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
We're just excited Don't fucking dance.
Now, the other reason, from a crypto standpoint, that I'm voting for him is he has already said, as part of this COVID financial relief, what he wants to do in his new term is suspend taxes on capital gains taxes. Now, if you're a U.S. citizen, a capital gains tax, there's two kinds, long-term and short-term, right? 12 months or under. Whenever you do that, it's a 30% tax. If you own it over than a year, it's a 15% tax. So if you're thinking that in the first quarter of 2021 is when Bitcoin and the market, the bull market, is going to be in full swing, and you're going to be taking profits every single time if capital gains taxes are suspended, if he wins, every time that you take profit, that's an extra 30% in profit because you're not paying any taxes on it. Kind of a no-brainer for me. We already know that if Biden wins, he's already said that he's going to raise taxes. Now, the people that want to argue politics will say, no, he's only raising taxes on those earning over $400,000 a year. Well, yeah, that's what they say in public. But the other thing that they say in public that nobody wants to pay attention to is the first day in office, he is going to reverse Trump's tax cuts. Trump's tax cuts, which were the largest tax cut in American history for the little guys who make less than $400,000. So you may not necessarily on paper raise their taxes, but if you get rid of the tax cut, that is the same thing as putting a tax on the middle class and below. So, but again, you vote for who you think is right. But we are a crypto channel, and I wanted to show you from a crypto standpoint why I'm voting for the man. Do I wish he would tweet less? Yeah. Do I wish that he would learn to shut up every now and then in a debate? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not voting for the man based on his tweets. I'm voting for what's in my best interest. And while a lot of polls have Biden way ahead, again, we saw that in 2016 as well, but the only poll that matters once the curtain is drawn on the voting booth is this one right here, is the answer to this question. Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? 56% responded yes. It's going to be a close election, especially with all this mail-in ballot bullshit. But I think what we're going to see based on these numbers right here is a lot of people voting differently than the signs that they're carrying. But then again, we'll see. We'll see. All right, well, I got to get moving. You guys have a wonderful day. Sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, unicorns, and all of that good stuff. And we'll talk to you next time. Vaya con huevos.
Wait,
Number two.
Chris.
Number three.
They said it would take. No, you were number two.
No.